been working with my son Robert for a while. Great guy. He's over at Brother Rice. I'll let him talk a little bit about where he's from. But he knows Chris Prenti as well. Chris was who introduced us. I want you guys to give him your full attention, okay?
First of all, thank you so much for the honor to speak with the whole group tonight. It's always a privilege to do so. And I have three groups I'll address. Of course, I've played the role of each. As a coach, as Coach mentioned, I've coached youth sports and now coach at Brother Rice High School. I have 6 children myself, 3 of each. So I've been through running the gamut. Thank God they're a little bit older, except for 4 in college. That makes it hard. And then, thirdly, being a player once upon a time, if you can believe that. I know it's hard as you look at me now, but in days past. First, I'm going to address the parents. Really, I'm addressing the fathers. And mothers, I'll encompass your entirety in a minute when I speak to the boys. But as a collective group, I'd like to speak to you about supporting your program. Amongst your friends and out in the community, please do the best you can to find good things to say. It's very important that you support the program, and I want you to think about it this way. Every word you say has to do with a choice where you have your son playing or your daughter cheering. So if you think of it that way, maybe it's a little bit easier not to cut down some things that aren't so perfect. And then to piggyback on that, if you want change, go be a part of it. That would be wonderful. I guarantee they will take your volunteer help. I guarantee it. Fathers, and this is the hard one, just love your kids. Be oh so proud that they come out here and endure what they do day in and day out, sweating and running and getting smashed. When they come off the field, be their dad. Don't be the coach. Again, they just got coached. Just be proud of them. Because I will guarantee you this. The day they leave those spikes in the garage and they're not going to practice, it's way harder on you than it is on them. Because they've made the choice to no longer play. It's really hard on you. I guarantee way harder on you than them. If you want to make it the most enjoyable experience for them, as well as yourself, just support them as their dad and be proud that they're doing what they do. Coaches, I want to read 3 stanzas of a poem. It's a little bit longer, but an 8-year-old walks in the field, and I wrote this. Who do you see? This morning his dad yelled at him for his room he did not clean. He was bullied at school because his shoes were not up to snuff. It's only 9 a.m. He's already had enough. 8-year-old walks in the field. Who do you see? Last night his mom was sick. What does this mean? For certain it's not good, as the rest of the night she was not seen. The morning arrives. Gone is she. Where was she? Excuse me. We will see her later, his grandma tells he. And this is the one we usually see. An 8-year-old walks in the field. Who do you see? A stand tall, macho little man. Praised he is. No matter the day, night, or of his biz. No wrong he can do, that's for sure. His love of hitting, running, and sport is pure. Make sure when the children come to you, you understand that you have the power to change lives. Because there is God, and then there is his coach. And you ask any parent who's had a son come home or a daughter come home, and when his coach has praised him or her, they cannot stop talking about it. It can be as simple as, man, you did a great job running today. That's all it takes. So coaches, I suggest that you split your groups to the number of kids you have, 32 kids and 8 coaches, each guy gets 4, you get the point. And make it a point that you praise them every day about something. And it can be little. It doesn't have to be monumental. And they will go home and talk about it. And the converse of that statement is also true. So when you're coaching, just understand you have the power to change lives. Offense and defensive linemen, stand up for me. You guys are responsible for all the winning that goes on in this program, and I commend you, and am so proud of you that you play that position. Because the only recognition you get is when you screw up as far as the rest of the world's concerned. But those of us who know, I praise you, because we know what you do. We've won the last 3 state championships at Brother Rice. And I tell you right now, our quarterback is going to U of M, is getting shirts for all of his offensive linemen that say, linemen win championships. Because he believes that in his heart. Have a knee. To all of you, I say this. This is always my most important part of the message. Your mother loves you more than anyone who walks this earth. Every decision she makes has you in mind. What to buy at the grocery store? Should I go out with my friend? What bed sheets do I get? What kind of clothes does he need? What shoes? Is he going to be okay if this? Is he going to be okay if that? Every decision she makes has you in mind. You afford her and give to her the respect she deserves because of that. And I'm not saying your dads don't love you. But I've been a dad. It's not the same. And they know it. Everything she does has to do with you. Her entire life is spent trying to make you happy. Her entire life is spent trying to make you happy, even when she says no. So the next time you ask, can I, and she says no, understand it is for your good. And don't go crazy and whoa, and argue. Just say, okay, Mom. Because for real, you are the most important person in her life. When she asks you to do a task, just go do it. Don't spend 1 ounce of energy going against her word. It will take you less time to do the task than to argue. Just go do the task. Get it done. Because when you get older, she is still the person who will always be there no matter what you need. I guarantee it because I see it all the time. So make sure you respect her. Dads, what is your charge this year as a dad? Be what of your son? Proud. And praise him. Be proud. Because those spikes are going to go away one day. Coaches, you have the power to use that in a positive manner because it can be used the other way. Boys, your loves you more than anyone else in the world. You better believe it. And every day, tell her you love her, and clean your bedroom, and you'll get the car when you need it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.